Good day. I'm Tambis Judilyn R., BEd 2. I am here to discuss the different approaches and methods of teaching social studies. There are 6 approaches of teaching learning. First, the teacher-centered approach. Second, child-centered approach. Third, inductive and deductive approach. Fourth, Herbartian approach. Fifth, evaluation approach or Bloom's approach. And the last one is the RCM approach. The teacher-centered approach is more traditional in nature. It is a teacher-centered way of teaching. There are sometimes referred to as direct instruction, deductive teaching, or expository teaching, and are typified by the lecture-type presentation. As a teacher, considering how you want to approach your means of instruction, you want to employ a method that is beneficial for all your students. We want them to enjoy the learning process. And the next is the child-centered approach, sometimes referred to as discovered learning or inquiry learning. It emphasizes learners' role in the learning process. So, while child-centered approach is important because children are affected directly and indirectly by practically all policy decisions. And next is the inductive and deductive approach. In inductive approach, students move towards a specified sample to general rules. Deductive approach is opposite to inductive approach because in it first, a principle or rule is put in front of students and then it is clarified by giving examples. Next is the Herbartian approach. This approach is based on appreciative math theory of learning, give more emphasis of teacher presentation. The teaching content should be presented into units and units arranged in a logical sequence. This approach has 5 steps. First, the preparation. Second, the comparison and abstraction. Third, the presentation. Fourth, the generalization. And the last one is the application. So, when we say Herbartian, the method of teaching should be properly written. Next is the evaluation approach or Bloom's approach. Main emphasis was that this thing should be based on teaching and both these activities should be objective-centered. It has 3 main steps. First, the formulating educational objectives. Second, creating learning experiences. And the last is evaluating the change behavior. So, evaluation approach is distinct ways to think about design and conduct evaluation efforts. Evaluation approach help to solve problems other refine existing approaches. The last is the RCEM approach. In this approach, the teaching learning situations and material is properly stated in the name of it has 3 steps. First, the input. Second, the process. And the last is the output. The learning competency that I choose is nakapagsulat ng sanaysay tungkol sa pagka-Pilipino at sa Pilipinas bilang bansa. Child-centered approach is best appropriate for the competency that I've chosen. This will be effective in the teaching learning process because it emphasizes learners' role in the learning process and it's a discovery learning where learners discover knowledge in the process of competency. That would be all. Thank you and God bless.